So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Stanford Cardinal. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Stanford head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Notre Dame's offense will have the first possession of the game. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Fires left side, it's Smith. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. From the gun, it's Mobley. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Hits inside. It's Mobley. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Now hits it, it's Mobley. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Taylor wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. So Stanford's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the guy that'll be running the show. A rough day last time out, 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. Quick give. It's Hampton. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Nowhere to go.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it.
Snags it and he's open. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Notre Dame right back to the line. Drives inside. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Handoff to the fullback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Taylor wants to throw it. Complete on the left to Williams.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They're testing the right side here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. The quick out. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Left side, it's Brown. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Taylor wants to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Fires complete on the crosser. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Straight ahead, it's Hampton. Makes his man miss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Defense in press coverage. They'll move the tight end right at the line. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Stanford lines up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Taylor wants to throw it. Right side, it's Mobley. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
2nd and long here. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Gilbert. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running inside. It's Danzy. They put the brakes on it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Run it with the fullback. Pull to the ground. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw. On target over the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Sells the run, looking to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Changing the routes with his receivers. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's past the marker. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Handoff to the single back. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game on the farm. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey guys, Stanford's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. Keeping his eyes downfield. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat and playing him like that.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the foot.
Makes the catch and he's free. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Play action on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up. You play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in second and long, a pretty predictable.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, he'll need to throw it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Fields the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Lots of running room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Out wide right, it's Mobley. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll run the screen. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Right side, it's Smith. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Taylor wants to throw. Under pressure. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want to.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Ollie, what do you have?
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this offense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. No good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working.
Lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Out wide right, it's Brown. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this second half.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final play of the quarter coming. The run inside. It's Mobley. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Taylor wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Graham. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Mobley.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. He wants to throw it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Escape. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Turns it upfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30. Ready, go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's off. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the misconnection on third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the black.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unleashes one. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. Inside the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score. Notre Dame 49, Stanford 14. Number 35, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Nearly intercepted.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Another incompletion on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 9, on to punt it away.
On the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football. Man, this has been impressive.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Open on the left side, it's Smith. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Taylor wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score. Notre Dame 56, Stanford 14.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be